What up? What's going on, everyone? Just a Dutch Foo CF346, Ron, Shane, Jesus, Jamiggy. What's going on? Tommy, what's going on, everybody? Who's ready? Leaf, Tinio, Tommy, Chris, Sully, Billy Bug, what's up? How's everyone doing? Just checking. Everything looks good. What's up? Super excited. I'm curious as to what everybody thinks is gonna happen. Uh, I have seen I've seen so many theories. Oh, I've seen so many theories. Why can't I? What's up, everyone? Okay, got it. Okay, everything sounds good. Sound is okay. Put it here so I can watch the chat. Anthony, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm not. Actually, Jesus, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about X-Men '97 or if you're talking about the X-Men movie. It's gonna come out. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I have heard some things. Hold on. Sorry, didn't want to cough to the microphone there. Joe, what's up, my dude? How's it going? My mic's on the low. Oh, what about now? We better? Hello, hello. Sounds like a few people can having mic problems. Cough to the microphone there. Joe, what's up, my dude? Sounds fine on my end. I don't know if you need to maybe turn it up, but I just checked it on mine. Seems okay. Hey, Poland, what's up? Have a good breakfast. Yeah, so I don't know. Um I am curious, like, if the Avengers are going to come in and you would think they would come help fight the X-Men, but if they are, like sanctioned by the government, like it was kind of like Cap was saying, that in the last episode, he was like, we gotta, how Captain America is, like usually, like he's like wants to do things by the book. Sounds like that's pretty much what he was saying last time. Like they're gonna do it by the book, and pretty much until he got the okay, he couldn't, go hunt anyone down. Couldn't help the mutants. Couldn't help the X-Men. But I'm pretty sure if it all hit the fan in such like a huge way, and it would impact everybody, which it sounds like the Prime Sentinels, of course, are going to affect everybody. Sounds like you would have to intervene or help in some way, shape, or form. So excuse me. Oh, okay. I am kind of sick. Yes, and I know I'm sick all the time. I actually have I have a few really rare diseases, actually. Or I shouldn't say disease, like genetic defects. Like one, my bones are really, really weak. And because of that, my immune system isn't really that good. Off topic, but thoughts on the Mufasa teaser. I was just kind of like in the middle with it. I'm excited for it. I hope it's good, but it's like really hit and miss with the live action ones. And also like my opinion sometimes is very different than like public opinion. Like I actually don't really know what people thought of Aladdin, the live action one. I liked it. Did people like Aladdin? And to be perfectly honest, I know I've seen the live action Lion King, but I don't remember it, which means I didn't think it was like amazing, but I didn't hate it because I would also remember hating it. So I feel like I'm kind of right in the middle there. Justo, thank you for that super chat as well. If Cap finds his shield, dude, right? I was thinking about that at some point in time, like yesterday or today or something. I was like, did Captain have to go look for his shield, or is there some type of like vision that can like detect it? Poe, thanks for that super chat. Howdy, 20 more minutes. Yes, sir. 19 now. Awesome. For those asking when it starts in 19 minutes. Let me actually pull up Chrome. Pulling up over here, Disney Plus. I'm logged in. It didn't log me out. It's been doing this weird thing, which like every time I turn on like my TV or computer or something, they've been logging me out. So annoying. I don't know if that's happened to anybody else, but like having to, especially when I'm like watching my TV and you have to do it all with your remote, it's so annoying. Ray, thanks for the super chat. You think Cyclops is going to be an antagonist? You know what? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and I had planned on talking about this as well. I wanted to wait a little bit and see how it kind of all went down, but I did catch. I didn't really watch it since it was today, but I did see kind of the clip that came out today with looks like Madeline, Cable, and Cyclops because it was called what? The Summers Family, right? The Summers Family clip or something like that. Hey, Emily, woof woof. Um, so I don't know. It does seem like it might be kind of leaning that way, and even Beast said some things last episode to where it kind of seems like a lot of the X-Men are thinking more like Magneto now. So maybe Professor X returns, but his X-Men are like, actually, we're kind of with Magneto now. We kind of don't really see your way anymore. Like these people aren't going to accept us. You know, maybe Magneto was right. I think that might be a direction we're heading in. And Cyclops could very well be one of those people. And yeah, he could go on to be one. I'm still like I'm still reserved on if he's going to actually be like an antagonist. I hope he gets some spotlight because it's phenomenal seeing him this season. Dr. Fu, what's up? Who do you hope to see by the end of the series? Hmm. I mean Spider-Man, but you know, I'm still I'm still I don't want to like give myself hope, right? That Spider-Man, like the animated Spider-Man, is gonna cross over, even though he did before the old animated series, But I think that's got to be who I really would like to see. Yeah. Or Onslaught, yeah. Kylock says I did I did make my little theory about Onslaught. They could do a makeshift Onslaught where they kind of like take Professor X, Magneto, and like actually physically put them together to make Onslaught. They could do that, or kind of like in the comics. I get those mixed up all the time. Comments and comics. Um, kind of like uh, it's the anger and the rage, the sadness of Professor X and Magneto that kind of go together to make Onslaught. That could very well happen if Professor X returns, Magneto's taken prisoner to the Prime Sentinel, Professor X is the same. That could definitely get those thoughts in their head, especially if they're watching the X-Men, kind of get beat. So that could very well happen that way as well. I think there's a few ways Onslaught could return. I'm hoping Gambit becomes a horseman and then somehow gets uh, revived that way because they did. Excuse me. Remember, Jean said with Trask, she could still like feel his mind, like sense his presence inside of the Prime Sentinel. So if Gambit gets turned into a Prime Sentinel, which it is something Bastion would do to make them fight against their own, right? Turn Gambit against them, then maybe he could get brought back that way because clearly there is a part, human side to it all. So maybe Gambit gets revived that way. So yeah, Havoc. Well, we did see Vulcan, his other brother. Oh, I need to get this ready. Yeah, we saw Vulcan. Oh, actually, I have to pull it up on the other one. and I usually do, I think it's called stopwatch. Yep, stopwatch. Cool. So that'll be ready. We'll put that over here, and we'll put this over here, because this one's going to come out. Cool. I am all set, I believe. Yeah. It would be really cool if Wanda shows up. And somebody asked about Quicksilver. Sorry, I forgot to. I said something about it. You know what's really cool is that in the OG animated series, I think it was somebody's gonna have to tell me the Clintar, right? Is that who it was? Who was the alien species that came and they could take over the not the Clintar, the Phylax? Is that what they're called? Hey, Himanshu Nath, that's a long time. I super appreciate the support. I appreciate everyone's support, but that 5 years is a long time. Uh, Phylax, right? Yeah. No. Am I? What am I thinking? What was that one? What was that one? Yeah. Was it? It was like the Phylax, right? Oh, I can't remember. Maybe I can go back. I'll remember what episode. Yeah, it was the Phylax. Phylax. That's what I'm trying to say. um, yeah, in that like two-parter episode. It was it the last season? Let me. Where's the OG X-Men? Right here. X-Men. Was it the last season? Yeah, right here. The Phalanx Covenant, part one of two. Um, in this episode, it was really cool. So season five, episode one, last season, episode one. And it might be like the last that we saw of this interaction, but in that episode, Magneto was everybody who was left. There was Forge, Beast. Um, they went to Magneto for help, and he was basically like, "Nah." But then they were like, "They have your son Quicksilver." And he was like, "What?" And then that's how he came into the fight. And then at the end, they hugged each other. So I would love to see Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch uh, come in here, but there hasn't really been much signs of that possibly happening. Hey, Buck, you didn't have to do that. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for that super chat, though. You need to see the other Warren, the Marvel Warren. Well, I guess I could be classified as the Marvel Warren, the Warren inside of Marvel, uh, Archangel. I mean, we saw Morph turn into him, episode one, right? Yeah. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't know, man. You just kind of wonder, really, like in a three-part finale, which is what we have, right? In a three-part finale, what are you gonna do? You're gonna, in my mind, like the mutant race is under attack. All capable mutants who aren't afraid should show up and try to help. Granted, I say that, and like if that was real life, it's not such an easy task, right? To show up and be willing to give your life, but but yeah, maybe. Oh, Sodomus, that's very well, depending on what story you're talking about. That can be a gruesome thing. um, but this show, I will say, the show hasn't. I don't think the show was really tailored for kids. I think it was tailored to the kids who watched it in the 90s, like myself, right? So it's tailored to the kid in me because I was the exact kid when I was 5 watching this in 92. So wait, I was I was 3. I probably didn't start when I think I started around 4 or 5. But this is what got me into Marvel, the OG X-Men animated series. Yeah. So I would like to see everybody show up. I'd like to see the Avengers show up and help the X-Men and the Mutants. I'd love to see Spider-Man show up. We had that Spider-Man Easter egg in the very first episode, remember? When they were like, or when the newspaper went by, it was like, is Spider-Man a mutant? Question mark. So Ray Mullins, thanks for that super chat, man. I don't know if you caught the videos. I think from like the a few episodes in, or like maybe the fourth episode in, I've been thinking Apocalypse. I really have. Bastion kind of threw me off of it a little bit. He really did throw me off of it. So I'm not really actually sure. I think Apocalypse comes back no matter what, and whether that's this season, next season, season three, because remember, I can't recall. It was at the end. I'm not gonna look it up again, but it was at the towards the end of the X-Men OG series where they defeated Apocalypse, but they did not kill him. They simply kind of trapped him. So to me, like, yeah, you bring him back, right? Because he's not dead, and it's Apocalypse, right? And even Wolverine in the I can't remember. I think it was the second episode. Yes, it was the second episode where who we thought was Jean, but was Madeline, was like, he's coming because her water broke or whatever, and she was about to, she was in the birthing process. Um, Wolverine was like, "Who? Apocalypse?" And I was like, "That's kind. I think that's when I kind of started to think like that would be a good joke teasing the actual villain like later on. Be like, "Oh yeah, Wolverine actually said it in the second episode." So yeah, I don't know anymore though. I feel like Bastion is their big villain, but I feel like Apocalypse is a much better villain. Maybe not better, because this villain certainly suits the story. He's a mutant hating literal machine. um, so I think it's a great villain for the story that they're telling, which again is kind of why I'm like, are they gonna do Apocalypse? Like, I did really think so at first, but yeah, yeah. Hey, there you go. Yeah. I mean, I anonymous M. Yeah, I watched Spider-Man animated series growing up as well. Those two really were what got me into Marvel. Yes, Scotty Too Hottie. That's basically. I don't know if you heard the start of what I said. Um, I said I do think he's coming, but it might be next season. Excuse me, Ray. But see, that's my feeling, Ray. There is always somebody else behind the curtains, which is why this entire time, even after like Sinister was revealed, I'm like, nah, it's Apocalypse. Like, cause Sinister has fought against Apocalypse before, but also worked with him before. Um, that's kind of that's kind of a cool thing about villains. It's like one aspect of villainry in comics or just stories in general, I guess, that I really love. I love how, villains don't really like each other unless it's convenient for them, right? But when you're a villain, you want to be like the villain. You don't want anybody above you. So it's kind of like Sinister and Apocalypse can hate each other, but also can realize that the other person could be useful to them. And that's like villains in general. It's kind of like Doctor Doom, probably. And I don't know. Let me know your thoughts about this. I'm just going to say how this is my personal opinion. I think Doctor Doom is probably the best Marvel villain ever. There's some great ones out there. Don't get me wrong. There's some amazing ones, and Magneto is one of those as well. But actually, that goes to further prove my point. These are villains that aren't necessarily always bad, no matter what. They are good sometimes, right? And there's a lot of stories where like the story of Doctor Doom going into the Hell Dimension to fight Mephisto to get his mother back. He takes Doctor Strange, but he asks Doctor Strange for help, right? Uh, it's always like it's not always so black and white sometimes with these villains, like they're either fully bad or or heroes being fully good as well. Like we've seen heroes turn, right? We saw Rogue the last episode, right? It's like you kind of see them shift a little bit, so it's not so black and white. But that's one thing I love about villains is like sometimes they'll fight each other, but sometimes they'll work with each other. It's whatever's convenient for them at the time. That's why you don't trust villains, obviously. But Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's one cool thing I like. Uh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. I love everybody here. Thanks to everybody for being here. Yeah, Doom. So that's like okay. So Cosmic Truth Tortoise. That's like one of the. I think that's what makes I think that's what makes a villain truly dangerous is when he believes he's right. Like Doug, you made it Doug, good example. Like Thanos. Like Thanos was so dangerous because he truly believed that he was out to save the universe. He believed he was good. He was the hero and he had so much conviction and that is what made him so bad, right? I'm going to save the universe. Unfortunately, the only way to do that in his mind was to kill half of the universe. But that's why he was so bad. That's why he's so freaking bad, right? Villains really, a really good villain has just, can have, I should say, just such great stories behind them. I mean, just like, oh, I love me a good villain arc. I really do. Bucky, Joe, thanks, man. You don't gotta do that. Yeah, Bucky's an old army vet. He served our country, so shout out to Bucky. He's also one of the mods here, so extra thanks to him. We're actual friends in real life. We text each other. He's a good dude. Yeah, guys. Some of y'all saying my voice is low. Some of y'all saying it's not. On my phone, I just checked. I'll check again. It sounds fine. Yeah, it sounds fine. I'm not really sure what to do with it. Um, so I'm sorry. Can you turn it up a little bit, maybe? I'll try to get a little closer, but that's about all I can do because all my settings I'm turned up all the way. Thanks, David. Appreciate that. I am a little. My throat is a little sore, so I've been a little sick, but yeah. Oh, Loki, yeah. Joe, yeah, yeah. Loki. I mean, it's just one of the best villains, and I just think I'm specifically thinking it's so funny because I think we see Loki much more evil in the comics than we've seen him in the MCU, but I really love his story in the MCU. Like I love how it's been, man. Like really, like I his story, like the Loki series. This includes one and two is my favorite series. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Well, hey, it's about time. Let me get. Oh wait, did I move everything around? There we go. So let me get this. Let me make sure this is right. Yep, stopwatch. Just pull it a little down here, and then I'll be able to show a little bit here every now and then. Cool, cool. Because besides that, I think we have than less than a minute. Yeah, anonymous M. Yeah, Loki is a lot more evil. Loki does a lot more evil things in the comics. All right, it's one. We'll see, Doug. I think he might show up. All right. Tolerance is Extinction Part 1. I don't think they signed me out. I'm clicking on it right now. Hey, nope, it is starting. I am here, hold on. Let me sync up my time. Oh, I'm a little ahead. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. I am not skipping the recap. This is where I'm at right here. Ray, pitch a Thunderbolts movie? I'm not sure I would have certain characters like Ghost in it, although I heard she might not be in it anymore. Um, I would get a bunch of smaller villains to get with the big villains, and I would kill off the smaller villains right away, almost like they did with the second Suicide Squad movie. Um, but I would actually have Sentry fight on their side and go up against the Avengers. I think it would be like Century gone wrong, Thunderbolts gone wrong. Holy crap, we have the government has to send somebody up against them. And then they send the Avengers to kind of clean up their mistakes, and then they eventually realize that oh crap, the government actually did this. It's not their fault. And Century kind of goes out of control at that time. And then they all have to kind of come together to fight Century, full power Century. I think that would be cool because then you have the villains fighting with the heroes, right? Or who some of the heroes thought were these villains, right? Who got another chance. I think that would be cool. We're going through the intro right now. I actually have never thought about that, Ray. Maybe one of those off-screen things, huh? Iron Aiden. So Cosmic is from the Cosmic Entities, and Marvel and Wonder is from Wonder Woman, actually. That's actually where it came from. I want to talk more about DC on the channel, but it's been so dead. But originally so much was going on with Marvel and DC. I was talking about both a lot, so that's where I came up with the name. All right, here we go. This is where we're at here. Oh, Cable, knocking them out. Okay, so is this Jean or Madeline? Oh, we don't know where Madeline is yet, right? So this has to be Jean. I feel you, Squad. Squad 51. Okay. What's the worst part? Same techno or a virus, yeah. Right, yep. Living weapons, yep. I think this is how Gamma comes back. I like it. I don't think Madeline died. I really don't. Xavier's dream came true. Oh, interesting. Daddy's home. Interesting. Ooh, he mentioned the Comartage. When she died, she's alive. I can avenge her. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Backup Android that Master Mole uploaded into. They're off the comics origins, but it's pretty close. Couple centuries late. Oh. Oh, snap. They're revealing everything. Oh, they're revealing everything. Oh my gosh, the narrative being turned. Jeez. Wow. I hope so, Mr. Bricktastic. Oh my gosh. Ha! Ooh. Oh, he went. I love how Jubilee's straight up like, I'm gonna go spend this woman's money. Dude, think how powerful that Prime Sentinel had to be to knock out Jean. Interesting. That's interesting. Hmm. I think Charles probably come back at the end of this episode. I love Nightcrawler's voice. The voice actor who does his great voice. Oh, they mentioned that his mother's Mystique. And Rogue is the adopted daughter of Mystique. Unlike our mother. I love that they're talking about it. Is Cable leaving on his own? No. Mm, Batman's totally gonna appear. Oh, Sinister's here at this place? Oh, snap. How did I know she was evil? Dude, I knew it. Maybe she's not evil. Maybe he's holding her hostage. But I felt like she was evil. Will she let Magneto go, though? Magneto's ripped. Ooh, his branding. I'm gonna kill you and everybody. I mean, I don't know. Is she being held hostage? Like, I felt like she was evil. Why is she back? Y'all break up in the comics. because Beast felt you betrayed him. Could be Mystique, but interesting. Underground, maybe. Hmm. Uh, is that her? Is is that her? I'm so confused. Wait, yeah, I was gonna say. So are they saying Bastion was an actual person? Okay, well there's Nimrod now. So is his mom Val? His mom's Val, right? Is this not? Is that not it? Interesting. So he is Nimrod and he is Master Mold. That's pretty comic accurate. That's her, right? Is that not his mom? Yo, Doom and Z. Oh my gosh, he's got all the bad guys with him. Wait, who's that? Yo, he had Doom, Zemo. What? This is crazy. Is this not his mom then? And there's Operation Zero Tolerance. I didn't see who went into the things. Were they just normal humans? I didn't see who they were. Ooh, Prime Sentinels. That's funny. So wait, is okay? That's the mom. It's not Val. Yeah. Dang. Wow. I was gonna say she's totally like she's bad. She's a Sentinel. Nice. I don't think so, Ray. I'd like to see it, but I don't think they're gonna focus on Doom. I think it's a cool little cameo. Oh, they're all being activated now. Dang, he already made a ton. Oh, snap. Oh, the kids too? No, I didn't show the kids. Oh, my stars and garters. Oh. Wolverine's typically my favorite Joe, but I don't know. Cyclops is like I'm loving Cyclops. Surrender mutants. Oh. Dang. Get him, Psych. Jeez, they are strong. I feel like if they were smarter, they would have blew up the ship before they could have ran away. Glad they didn't, though. Yo, Juggernaut, or is that Morph? It's Morph, right? It's Morph, yeah. Ooh. Ha! Yeah, because that's from the very first episode of the animated series. That's where the Sentinels came and got her from that mall. Well, maybe not that mall, but from a mall. Oh my gosh, are they all? Nope, not all of them. Okay. No, not the X-Men First Class picture. Ooh, dang. Oh my gosh, she really took off, huh? Come on, get that adamantium in her. There we go. Take some out on your way. There we go. Oh, nice. Finally, some Wolverine time. I like that they haven't focused on him so much, but it is really cool to see scenes with him. Hey, leave Rogue alone. She's incapacitated at the moment. She'll be with you momentarily. You know, Wolverine's got to protect Rogue. I've got 6 reasons why. I love it. No. That's awesome. With the one in his tail, too. Ew, that's something. Get him, Kurt. Gosh, it would be so cool to teleport. It would be so cool to teleport, man. Rogue and Gambit saved his life, so he's just trying to return the favor. Bro, they're literally reassembling themselves because they're techno-organic. Yeah, that's something, huh? Yikes. Come on, Rogue, they need you. Strungs are very tongue. Oh, what? What was that? What was that? Was that just like him teleporting with him? Or like, you can if you. Yeah. Ha. Hey. Pop off, Sunspot. Use a seatbelt. Get him, Gene. That's a lot. Oh, they're gonna just fly. Yep, they're gonna fly right into it. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, he said I'm not. Are they gonna blow it? They're gonna blow it up. They just fly out in a car. In a Porsche? Looks like a Porsche. It is. First of all, it's Porsche, but I won't be that guy. I guess I am that guy, but a Porsche. Oh, they're like straight down, taking down the mountain. That's awesome. That's awesome. What up, Brandon? What up? Why you don't screw with the Summers? That's freaking awesome. That's awesome, man. These writers need to write the live action. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, is that his mother's thing? Oh no. Her so they found out. Are you really that ashamed? Is this Bastion or oh, yeah, it's Bastion. It's got to be Mystique, huh? Uh, Ray, don't remind me. I know it's gonna end soon, and I'm just gonna be pissed off. But it's got to be Mystique, right? Maybe it's not Mystique. Hmm. Jubilee, why would you sit there and I guess she can't run that much. He should disown his mother. And where's Storm? Dude, is he sitting out like an EMP? Dude, he is. Dude, Spider-Man! No! Yes! Dude, what is happening? No way. Oh my gosh. Make a red? What? Dude, Magneto OP. Holy crap. That what dude, that line. Enough. Wow. Right here. Well, there it is. I wonder if the professor's gonna agree to go to war. And here's the professor. There's Storm. And that's gonna end it. Oh no, man! Come on, they should have just gave us the three-part finale all in one. Is there any post-credit scenes? Oh man, y'all, that was awesome. Oh my gosh, they showed us Omega Red and Spider-Man. Wow, that was pretty cool. I wonder if any like they showed us, Doom, Zemo, Omega Red there. I wonder if they're gonna be involved at all, if they're just cameos. No, that was Spider-Man. That was Spider. He was doing his own thing. They were just showing different people experiencing different things. Dude, this part for Magneto right here, just the one-liner, enough. Oh my gosh, dude, Magneto is so awesome in this. I mean, he's always awesome. And he just sends out like this EMP, just electric magnetic pulse. Dude. So Omega Red got activated from the EMP? Dude, I where's to me my X-Men and Professor X finally got to say it, huh? Wow. I hope we're gonna see him, but I don't know. Is that Silver Samurai? This is this is Samurai, right? Wrong screen. Hold on. Why won't it work? Am I missing something? Yeah, this is Silver Samurai. Totally Silver Samurai. Look at that. That's dope. Oh, I should stop this. Wow, that was super cool. Oh, that makes sense, Jonathan. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Let me revisit that too. I was gonna say, how did he get activated? Like, oh yeah, oh he's in like this. Yeah. Oh, he's in like this facility, and when it goes, oh, now he can escape. Interesting. Oh, did you, K-Snack? Hey, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Did I? think I passed it. Spider-Man, man, and then that's yeah, though that's insanely well done. I love it. That's awesome. Thanks, Bucky. You don't have to keep doing that, but thank you. Silver Samurai, Omega Red, Spider-Man. Am I missing any? They show any? I think that was it. That was so great when they're like, what was his line or something like, show you what happened, like why they don't mess with the Summers family. Oh, that was so good, man. And somebody asked me, I think it was Ray. You know, I knew Professor X was going to show up at the end here. I knew he was going to show up. I knew it was going to be the end of this episode. I knew it wasn't going to be in the beginning. Dude, that was so cool. How do I? There we go. To me, my X-Men. Did Rogue hear it? No, Storm heard it though. I guess. I mean, where the heck is Storm during all of this? I guess she was still tending to Forge. Oh, oops. I did something wrong. There we go. Let me pull that up. Oh man. I don't know, Bucky. Feel like you're 7 again in 1992. I was 4 in 1992. Um, I'm trying to think if I I'm trying to think if I saw this when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, compared to what I just saw now, would I have been more excited then as a kid or more excited as I am right now? Because I'm pretty dang excited and I understand everything that's happening. Um, I'm trying. I guess I can appreciate it more as an adult now in his mid 30s. Ray, I have actually heard Marvel Studios does, or I should say, is talking about making an X-Men animated movie. That is 100% something they are talking about right now. I'm not gonna say it's confirmed. 100% being talked about right now. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Beast did mention the Comertage in the beginning, Briar Evans. Yeah. The Stark Expo. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that all exists in the animated universe. I don't think Strange ever made a cameo, but they did mention him before. I don't believe Doctor Strange ever had like a crossover. I, I don't think so. Anybody? I didn't rewatch it all uh, before coming into this again. I rewatched a bit of it, but I had seen it all plenty of times in the past. But specifically referring to Doctor Strange, I don't think he was in the original series, but I think it was mentioned. Uh, Ha, Herbert. Yeah, no kidding. Frickin' A, right? In 1997, I was 8 as well, Rick. Depending on what time in 1997, I was 8 as well. Uh, Johnny, was it I know we saw Doom, Zemo. Did we see Taskmaster? I didn't think we saw Taskmaster. Okay, I'm back at the part. Hold on. There's Doom, Zemo. They don't actually say who the woman is in this scene. Uh, they don't say who the woman is in this scene. They say this is Zemo. They said it was Doom, but in this scene right here, they don't say who it is. So, okay, so Doctor Doom, is that a scroll? No. Doctor Doom, Zemo, Spider-Man, Silver Samurai, Omega Red. Am I missing anybody? Technically Juggernaut, I guess, because Morph transformed into Juggernaut. Yeah, maybe Viper, right? Yeah. Dude, Doug, I don't know if you caught it when he was talking. I was like, I really love the voice actor's work. Like, yeah, and yeah, this is seems to be the Masters of Evil here. Um, hmm, they did a little bit of, I don't want to call it retconning because it's different. They changed um Bastion's origin, which it kind of they said something in this episode. I'll have to watch it again, obviously, and for my breakdown and stuff. Like Master Mold uploaded his mind into him, and then they said he came from Nimrod. So it's the same thing. Nimrod and Master Mold made Bastion. That they got the gist of it by making, but also made it different, which I can appreciate. Not everything needs to be exactly how it is from the comics. Yeah, Wolverine got his time to shine in this. That was really really cool. Yeah, this was guys, I that just that Magneto moment, man. This Magneto moment. One line, one word, enough. And just frickin' wow. I think I'm gonna tweet just that word right now. That's crazy. X-Men. Nope. X-Men 97. Jeez, that's frickin' Magneto has such good lines in this frickin' series. Like, holy crap. Yeah, Wolverine hasn't been the spotlight of this, and I'm okay with that because he's been the spotlight a lot. Um, but I have to say, electromagnetic pulse, guys, that's what EMP stands for. EMP. I don't know what PEM is. I haven't seen anybody say it. But holy crap, yeah. Magneto setting off an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, like the Wolverine and Nightcrawler fight scene. And I'm going to go ahead and say, like, just hearing Nightcrawler, I really liked it. They nailed him. The voice actor nailed the voice. Wolverine, Nightcrawler, the Summers family, that was super dope. And then Magneto. Magneto had one word in this entire episode, and it's like the most memorable thing. That's how impactful it is. Wow. He had one word. He had one word, right? He didn't say anything else. He literally said one word this entire time. Oh, there you go. In Spanish, it's PEM. Pulso electromagnetic. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so Nightcrawler and Wolverine fight was amazing. Magneto with his one freaking word. The Summers family. And then the cameos, Spider-Man, Omega Red, Silver Samurai, Doctor Doom, Zemo. Am I missing one? Man, what an episode! Ha, that's funny. One word was enough. Quite literally, yeah. What's that called? Like a double entendre or something? Yeah, I mean, Mike, that scene was crazy. Oh man. And then Professor X. We can't forget about Professor X. He came back to me, my X-Men. Morph changed into Juggernaut. Yes, Dave, thank you. Yes, Morph did change into Juggernaut. Yep, yep, yep. He did. I don't know why. Like when I first saw, I was like, "Yo, it's Juggernaut." I was like, "Oh wait, it's Morph." I don't know why. Like I even kind of thought it was Juggernaut for like a quick second, but um. So now, so now you have to think. Now you have to think. Professor X and Magneto, do they see eye to eye? And if they don't, who do the X-Men follow? Because the X-Men and the mutants just dealt with all of this. Professor X did not. So it's very easy to follow Magneto. It's very easy to see, and we've seen a lot of the X-Men. Beast in the previous episode started to sound like he believed in what Magneto was saying. Um, yeah. So I think a lot of the X-Men might actually be feeling like they believe Magneto's right more than Professor X. So now that Professor X is back, does he fight Magneto, right? Or does he say, "You know what? It enough. No more. I won't let them hurt us." I don't know. I don't think so. I think Professor X still tries to be a voice of reason and still tries to be good. But Val did let Magneto go. Valerie Cooper did let Magneto go. So maybe there is hope for some, right? Maybe maybe humans and mutants have to come together to defeat these Prime Sentinels. I don't know. We might have a split of the X-Men here, like a little civil war of the X-Men here, man. I mean, did I send this out? I thought I did. Yeah, I'm thinking we might have a split here. Thrasher, Fu, X-Men versus Avengers, and then they'll team against Masters of Evil. Man, I don't know if there's enough time to do all that. Would I love to see that? Absolutely. Is there enough time to do it? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Dang. So, okay, so Dennis Burns, this is where like I'm getting do they are they going to undo will Cable undo everything? Will they prevent the attack on Genosha? Like would they undo all of this is the question. Would they undo all of this? Would they really undo all of this with Cable? Would they undo all of this with Cable going, back in time, forward in time, wherever in time? I don't know, man. I I don't know. I kind of feel like it might be permanent. But do they do it? Do they bring Gambit back? And I guess, a decent amount of the mutant population, right? That was killed. Um, I don't know. I feel like this is permanent. I feel like I say that now, but who knows? They could undo it all. I just feel like we'd lose a lot. I feel like we lose a lot if they undo it. Nah, I don't know, man. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. El Cid. I do think they basically confirmed that Genosha is a Nexus event and it has to happen, like in every universe, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Thank you all for reminding me. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, EMP is not always, it's not permanent. Um, I did not see Pearl Hours and Hope. Where were they at? Did anybody else see them? I did not see them. Oh, really? But DeMaio saying time travel isn't saving anybody this time? Let's take a look. Let's look him up. Lovely that this episode is largely about air control and crash landings, with Magneto being the only one who ends up remaining in the skies. I'm not seeing. You wanted your Wolverine moments. Who relates with Beast's luck and love? Yeah, no time travel to get us out of this one, folks. But at the same time, he could be saying that to throw us off. He's obviously not going to tell us, hey, we're going to, time travel's going to undo everything. He's not going to tell us that. I don't know, man. Man, I don't know. I don't think they undo it. I think it would take away too much emotion if they did it. Like, would you take away Iron Man's death in Avengers Endgame? You know what I mean? Would you take away Black Widow's death? Like, it means something. I think the attack on Genosha meant something. Ah, yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying too. Like, I think time travel is a little too predictable. And I actually like the idea that they tried it and failed. Like Cable's tried it a lot. But I hope Madeline is alive. I think Gambit can be brought back to life by being turned into a Prime Sentinel. Or Apocalypse, yeah, he could become a horseman. We could do it. They could do it that way. Because I do think Apocalypse is going to come at some point in time. Probably not this season. Now, I really do think it's Bastion behind everything right now, especially since the Masters of Evil there, right? No, okay. No one's gone forever with Marvel, right? I mean, even in the MCU, with the reboot happening, they're gonna bring back Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow. It's not gonna be the same actors playing them. But readers of comics know no one is ever truly dead. No one is ever truly dead. People come back all the time. Oh yeah, Bishop wasn't there. They mentioned something about Bishop in the beginning, right? I didn't catch it. Yes, it's out. It happened and it was very amazing. Yeah, you want to bring an apocalypse right now? Too much, too much. Maybe Zan. Maybe this is the. I don't think EMPs are permanent. I don't know too much about them, but I can Google things. I know how to Google things. They said they can temporarily or permanently disable electrical and electronic equipment. The effect of electronic pulse can vary depending on the strength of the pull. And it even says not all electronical devices are vulnerable to EMPs, and some and many can only experience temporary disruptions. I don't think the effect of Magneto's EMP was permanent. I don't think he just sent them back to an age with no electricity or anything like that. Oh, you know what? You're right. The lights were back on at the end. Let's take a look. Is it lights or is it just fire? I'm not sure I see any lights on, but they're about to go inside. I don't know if I see any lights on or if it's just a bunch of fire. I'm not seeing any actual lights. I see a lot of fire though. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to tell. The windows are lit up, but that could very well just be the fire inside. Yeah, maybe Onslaught. Although Magneto is loose now, and I don't know if Professor X will be taken. Mm, dang. Yeah, I was going through here. I don't see any. Gosh, that's insane. Enough. Wait, at 410? Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about this. What was this scene? It was him looking into the future. That was his future. Right, right, right. Gotcha. And those are In the background, they're like the OG comic looking Prime Sentinels, actually. Where'd it go? These, yeah, yeah, they all have like the same uniforms, yeah. Interesting. But going back to this, I don't see any lights. Yeah, see, like all this, like I think that's just fire. Because if you go like closer when they're inside, like I don't like these things right here, right? Like I think these are lights. I think they're lamps, and I don't see them on. But I don't think the EMP is permanent. You know, I've heard a few people have asked, like, are we gonna see him rip the adamantium out of Wolverine? I don't know. I think if there's a division between the X-Men, half of them follow Magneto, half of them follow Professor X, then yeah, I think we could see it. Which I kind of think is gonna happen. The only thing that's keeping the only reason I think that like maybe Magneto isn't going to completely go against all of humanity is because Val Cooper is the one who saved him. So maybe he thinks there's a little hope. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, yeah, going back to the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants versus the X-Men could definitely be what we're up against here, you know? Classic, timeless. So, yeah, Masters of Evil. Zoom call, I like that. The Masters of Evil Zoom call. Yeah, I thought Val was going to be Mystique as well. I really did. I really did. Yeah, Wolverine got his time to shine with Nightcrawler. Man, both of them are like, really. Uh, I'm really tired, guys. I gotta get to bed. But gosh, this episode was so great, so great, man. Let me see. Yeah, so they did like the Nimrod origin, kind of. It's definitely different than the comics. But you know, it can't all be exactly how the comics are, right? We'll know everything. I actually do think that this series has done a fantastic job of mixing actual comic lore with everything. Yeah, but freaking Sunspot Roberto's mom, huh? Freaking A. What a douche. Am I right? Like, oh my gosh, like the kid ran to his mom for help and she was like too embarrassed because of all her friends around. Like literally he was flying everywhere. He like literally went to his mom for help. And then the dude turned his own mother, I think. Yeah, like the dude turned his own mother into a freaking Prime Sentinel, in which I guess like that's her turning more like him, so I guess that wouldn't really matter to him. No, we talked about how like maybe the siege perilous happened in the future. Maybe that's how Bastion came. Because I mentioned that before. That has like we didn't see that happen. Um, you know, it's not like Master Mold and Nimrod got sucked into it. It came out Bastion. This kind of he was like basically born Sentinel Nimrod, and then they said something in this episode about him downloading like all Master Mold or something like that. Rogue was out of it. Oh, night, Jonathan. Peace. Um, The Rogue thing. That's what I was going to talk about. I think that was to really show us how strong the Prime Sentinels are. Rogue is like indestructible, really, and they knocked her out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they did change his origin. They didn't do the Siege Perilous. But again, not everything can be exactly like the comics. We'll know everything. But we were talking about that a lot last episodes of Siege Perilous. This episode was awesome, y'all. Like, wow, it was just really awesome. A lot of really cool cameos and references. Polaris in the beginning there, and then we had Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, Zemo, the Tony Stark Easter egg. Am I missing anyone? Next. Yes, I mean it literally says Zemo right here, right? Like it literally says Zemo. Oh, Spider-Man. I can't forget about Spider-Man. Make a red Silver Samurai. Remember this. I can't make out the other like like this might be a scroll. It looks like it's like pointy ears right here. This might be a scroll, huh? I don't know who this is. I have no idea. And like I said, nobody's ever dead with Marvel. Like ever. Nobody's ever dead. It doesn't tell us who this is, so maybe we're not. Maybe it's not anybody that matters. Yeah, and then that awesome freaking Wolverine and Nightcrawler fight, man. Gosh, that was so cool. The Summers family, that was dope. And then just this, just one word in the entire episode. One word, entire episode. And you know what's really cool? No, I didn't miss Omega Red. It was Omega Red was very noticeable. um, but you know what's really cool about this scene right here? When he says enough, it's not like he's like building up all this power and like about to like explode. Like he's focusing, like it's taking everything in him to do this. It's not. He just goes enough, and boom. Like it's so easy for him because he's got so much rage built up inside of him. See, and he's just like, it's so casual. It's so casual. And then that, gosh, man. I miss Stryker. Was Stryker in it? Was he in that scene somewhere? What the heck is the scene? Was that him on the side there? Ah, I just freaking moved it. See, this looks like the same person. They're, they're, yeah, yeah. Did you notice that he's being held on an X? Do you notice that right here? This is an X. Yeah, look at that. That's interesting. Hmm. Yeah. Busy. They mentioned um basically it's like a Nexus event, Nexus point, right? Where like Genosha is something that can't be undone. It has to happen in every single universe. I don't know if they're undoing this, y'all. Like I don't know. I think this is I think this is how it's going to be moving forward. Hmm. Yeah. I hope Magneto just pop. I mean, we just saw him pop off, right? I mean, that EMP. But oh yeah, totally, Mike. Yeah, it's totally like a crucifixion. But, instead of a cross, it's an X for the X-Men. Yeah. No, I totally think so. Um Madam Hydra, maybe. Yeah. I'm not sure we're supposed to really know who she is, maybe. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that was Mystique. I feel like they would have showed us already, maybe. Oh, the Professor Xavier report. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see it. I'm looking at it right now. Where was Stryker supposed to be? Did I miss it? Was it before? I missed. I didn't see him. Keep going. Oh, okay. So there's more. Okay. Yeah. Yep. It even says it right there. Yeah. Yep. There you go. It's cut off. Stryker. Yeah. Good catch. I didn't catch that. Dang. Well, what a crazy awesome episode. I give it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I have to go to sleep. But when I wake up tomorrow, I'll jump on some theories, some diving in deep into this episode. Um, what's interesting is this episode is pretty straightforward, right? I'll talk about the cameos, of course. We've talked about them all night. But this episode was pretty straightforward. Um, so I'm gonna really dive into some theories tomorrow. What I think could be happening here. What I think is gonna happen for the future. But I really, what I'm really leaning towards is I think the X-Men are gonna be divided. I really do. And we might get an X-Men verse Avengers with some X-Men being on the Avengers side. I don't think Professor X and Magneto are going to see eye to eye in this. Ray, I have a feeling you might be right as well. There's got to be a reason why his mom was such a terrible mom. Sunspot literally went to his mom for help, and she was like, "Nah." Yeah. So, hey, good night, Dennis. Appreciate that. Gosh, man, I two more episodes. Gosh, I've loved this so much, and like, I haven't felt. I don't think I felt this way in a really long time. Not that I haven't loved like some Marvel projects that have come out. It's definitely the nostalgia feeling for me combined with a very new feeling of, just new great content. Like both of it comes together to make a pretty special feeling. And I know a lot of you, most of you probably who are here tonight feel the same way. And even if you're just watching this for the first time and you haven't even watched the OG animated series, this is still just fantastic storytelling, animation. I feel like I feel like I feel like everyone in this has been done justice. Like everyone's got kind of a piece of the story, in their own way. Like Wolverine was kind of put on the back burner, but like he just shined right here. He shined in the first couple episodes as well. He had his time with Jean when she, came back and they had that kiss, and he was a stand-up guy and was like, "Yo, it's you and Scott. You just forgot the rules." Like Jubilee and Sunspot have their time to shine. Nightcrawler just, a few episodes. And Magneto, holy crap, Magneto. Storm had her focus. And then of course Cyclops, man, they did Cyclops justice, which yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's a fantastic series, and I think we might be looking at kind of a civil war between the X-Men here. I don't know. I'll think about it when I wake up. Actually, I know, of course, I'm going to think about it as I go to bed. But hey, I just really want to say thank you to everybody for showing up tonight. I'm glad the same fans, and you know, it's great to be around like-minded people, people who love the same thing. So thank you all for joining tonight. Thanks everybody for chatting. Thanks for everybody. If you didn't chat, if you're just watching, thank you. I still, of course, I really really appreciate you. Thanks everybody for the super chats, if you super chat. And just yeah, thanks everybody for the support. It really means a lot to me. It really really does. If I could go back uh, and like talk to my 5-year-old self who like waited for this every Saturday and told him like, hey, just so you know, like for a living, you're gonna talk about Marvel in the future. Like would have might have believed it because I loved it so much, but of course I wouldn't have believed it. So I really appreciate everybody for the support because it's a dream come true. So thank you all. I hope if you are kind of in North America, you can get some sleep because it's probably pretty late. Everybody else in the world, have a great day, have a great night, wherever you're at, great morning. And next week we'll be right back here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to drop some theories this week on what I think could be happening. But I do think the Civil War, the division between the X-Men's coming. So I'll think more about that, and I'll get some videos out tomorrow. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thank you to Bucky. Thank you to Anthony. Mr. Anderson was not here tonight. I hope he's okay. I'm going to text him. But thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for the support. And